Hey there, hi, it's Heidi from Your Mom Tries, and in today's try, we try sunflowers. Growing them, harvesting them, roasting them, and eating the sunflower seeds. So let's roll the intro and get on to it. Okay, here is my cute plant journal where I plan things out or list things that I grew. So let me flip to the page that's about my backyard and my plants with the sunflowers. I also keep in this journal a little bit more about starting the seeds or when I planted them. So that's what I'm flipping to now. Helps me keep track. So I'll pop on the screen pictures of what I wrote down here that I planted. All right, up next is a picture of my backyard blank before I started. And here's a picture of the seedlings coming up. I did run a 1/4 inch drip line with emitter holes like every few inches. And that gave it really consistent water, which was fantastic. They started to grow really fast and really tall really fast. You can see quickly they even became as tall as me. All right, and here are our sunflowers. For height, you can see a lot of them are taller than me, or about as tall as me. Oh my gosh, I just saw this as I panned up. So this will be probably our first sunflower that's threatening to bloom. I have a whole bunch of different varieties in here. This one's probably one of the brown or chocolate varieties, if you can kind of see that. So I'm excited. One next to it. Got a big old bud. For the rest of the summer, they continued to blossom a lot, and we had a lot of cute bee activity as well. My tallest sunflower grew to about 12 feet tall. My sunflowers were definitely a local hub for some of the bees that we have around here. They are so cute, and I often was working around in the garden and they never bothered me. At night, some of the bees would even take shelter in the sunflowers and sleep there. It was so cute. And then it was time to start harvesting. This is a mammoth sunflower and it grew to be about 11 inches wide. Here I am removing the top florets, which are actually the flower part of the sunflower. Scraping them off is super satisfying. The florets would produce 1 seed each if pollinated by my bees. This flower isn't quite done drying, but I wanted to pop out one of the seeds and see what it looked like. And yes, you can hear my dog whining in the background. She wants to come and join me, but she knows not to be in this side of the garden. Here's a closer look at what the florets look like when you scrape them off. After the florets were removed, I would tie them around with twine and hang them up to dry in my shed so they would dry completely out. After all of the sunflowers were spent, it was time to cut down some of the stalks, and I decided to burn some of them so that I could put the ashes into my compost. Here I am processing one of the big mammoth ones that I will later roast. I would then put them in my shed to dry for a few weeks. All right, time to get some sunflowers out of my shed. Let's go. Compost doing well. My really messy shed. But look, all the sunflowers hanging up and drying. Let's get some. Okay, the real big ones. Right here.
Say hi, Thor. This is now turned into a Thor and Val Dog. Oh, what you got? What you got? What you got?
A frozen stuffed animal and a frozen ball. They're not frozen as in not that type of frozen.
Should we go inside, baby? Oh, you're so pretty.
All right, enough of the dogs. Let's get back to sunflower seeds. I brought in the mammoth one to get all of the seeds out so that I could prepare them for roasting. It was really dry, so it came out really easily as I just scraped off the seeds. Unfortunately, some of the extra part, like I think it's called chaff, came off as well, so I had to figure out like how to separate the seeds from some of the extra debris that also came out. I processed 2 sunflower heads that day. Okay, so now to figure out how to get rid of the extra debris, I had seen this thing on the internet where they use air to move the lighter debris out. So I'm trying to give it a go here. What ended up working was actually this fan. Created quite a bit of mess in my kitchen, but all well. I didn't have a windy day outside, so I created one inside. And then I used this tumbler situation to further get the seeds just to be by themselves and clean out any dirt or debris from the sunflower head. I felt my method worked actually really well. Kind of proud of my ingenuity here. Man, that is a hard word to say. I don't even know if I said it right. Oh well, still pretty proud of myself for figuring out a way to get these seeds a little bit cleaner before I roasted them. I looked up some online recipes and they called for boiling them first in salt water, so I added some water and then I actually doubled the amount of salt because I like my sunflower seeds pretty salty. So if you don't like them salty, do not follow my recipe, and I'll put that in the description below of how much water I used and how much salt. I believe it ended up being about 2 cups of seeds that I processed that day. I then boiled the seeds in salt water for about 30 minutes. I got this cute vintage timer from a thrift store and it's super cute. It's like Sears and Roebuck's from like the 70s, I think. It's so cute. I then dried them out a little bit and then put them to slow roast in my oven until they were all dry, brown, and crispy. Then it was time to try them. All right, so we have here our sunflower seeds. Let's try some. I made them way saltier than the recipe said to. I'm not talented enough to like open them in my mouth and like split them. So, pardon me. What do you think?
I like them. They taste like regular sunflower seeds.
I think the kernel is a little bit like underdeveloped just because they're smaller, but that could be like the breed of the flower.
Yeah.
But pretty good. I think adding that amount of salt was probably borderline too salty. Mm-hmm. No? You like it? I like it too. A win. For me, sunflowers, definite try again. Thanks for coming along with this try with me. And remember, all tries are good tries.